Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. It's officially winning time in the NFL. In today's Wildcard matchup, victory is the only option for these two teams. It's the Raiders going up against the Colts.
And we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium, which opened back in 2008 here in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge getting to the quarterback. But he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has, able to play the run and the pass so well.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Running it, Washington. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
On 2nd down, Washington. Room here to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Cooper's got it. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards. Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run again with Bernard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Over the middle, it's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here. I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far. Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll try again with Washington. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 3-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. They'll run here with Bernard. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board. Happy. But you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
After the run, Luck going to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. Throwing now is Carr. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. And the Colts coming out now.
This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on third down.
Slot man moves right. Throwing on third down. Luck. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10. And it brings up 4th and 1. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 3 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. The slot man in motion right. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And a give this time to the tailback. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On third down, it's Mack, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. So here's the kicker, Caleb Sturgis, on to try the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie us at 3-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now Mack. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now Bernard. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On first, here's Washington. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Staying on the ground with Washington. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now they'll throw with Carr. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On the toss, Bernard. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. Again, here's Bernard. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The Raiders on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Carr now to throw. It's complete to Grant. 19 yards that time for number 19.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Carr gives it off to Washington. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now Carr. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Carr on the give. It's Washington. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Raiders on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Carr going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. So all 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
And all these field goals are great, but it's touchdowns that win games for you in the NFL. So you just wonder if settling for 3 on some of these drives is going to come back to haunt them.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Seven yards to go on second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Colts on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Play action, it's locked. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17, and he'll be out of bounds near the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Right back to Washington. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And the offense facing a 3rd and 6. Here's Carr. And that's complete. It's the Carr to Cooper connection. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Marquette King now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far.
They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Out of the gun, Luck. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Luck. And this is going to be caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Luck. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Back to throw, Luck. And he fends him off. Shreds the tackle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Colts send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Now on 1st down, it's Washington again. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Now a toss play to Bernard. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A handoff for Washington. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Washington on 3rd and short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
But we stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. And they get 28 yards on that one. Good enough for an Oakland first down. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. And to give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On the give, this is Washington. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Here's Abdullah. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. 2nd and 10, Luck again. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Three yards remaining here on 2nd down. Staying on the ground with Mack. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Back to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the ball is knocked out, and the Raiders pick it up.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Washington. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. Their season